But again, please remember to wear your pants. I am so tired of people not wearing the pants and kind of sexualize outside. Hi guys, it's Viet here. Welcome back to my channel. I received some questions from my followers asking
if they want to wear Vietnamese traditional clothing to an event, let's say their prom night or their graduation ceremony,
what should they wear? And today I'm gonna answer that question. Before we jump to that, let's talk about should someone wear a Vietnamese traditional clothing to a modern event? I personally think that if you are Vietnamese by, even if you're just like half Vietnamese,
or your ancestors are from Vietnam, your parents were in Vietnam but then they moved to another country, or you just Vietnamese living in Vietnam,
it's 100% okay to wear traditional clothing to a modern event. But of course, context is key. What kind of event is this? Of course, you don't want to wear traditional clothing to, a strip club, for example. If you are not Vietnamese, that will be a different story that I will talk about in another video. So now with that out of the way, let's talk about some common styles of Viet Phuc that are available on the market. Currently, you can find, any style of like the previous monarchical period, so the Lý, Trần, Lê dynasty. Some common garments is like the cross collar shirt, the round collar shirt with like the wrap dress, the halter top, or like a đối khâm jacket like the one that I'm wearing right now. Those are very common. There are also clothing styles of the Nguyễn dynasty, which is the last dynasty of Vietnam. You have the áo tóc with the very large sleeves, high collar, 5 buttons on one side. You have the ngũ thân tay chẽn, which is a version that sleeves are more narrow. Also have Nhật Bình shirt, which was originally worn by the consorts and the women living in the palace of the Nguyễn dynasty. And of course, there are more modern attires like áo dài. There are literally many styles of áo dài that you can choose from more traditional ones to more modernized one. What style of Viet Phuc can someone wear to, let's say, a graduation ceremony? I would say it's totally up to you. If you wear it the right way, don't sexualize it and turning it to something weird, I think you can choose from any style. However, I sometimes hear the concern of wearing like the clothing of like a more previous dynasties that they look a little bit similar to Chinese and Koreans or Thai, which is like another topic, No one, regardless of their culture, should feel bad about their traditional clothing if it resembles, some other styles of some other countries. Vietnam belonged to the Sinosphere, so it was, pretty normal if, our clothing looks a little bit like other countries from the Sinosphere. What I do have to say too is that like as long as it is Viet Phuc and you don't like just get like handful or hanbok and wear it and claim it to be Vietnamese, you are in the clear. I think it's totally fine. Make sure that you got this tailor as Viet Phuc in Vietnam by the Viet Phuc shop, which I actually made a video of how to buy them in Vietnam in one of the videos in my channel, so please watch that video. But yeah, so go ahead, you can wear those styles too. However, if you don't like to wear them and if you want to wear something that looks a little bit more recognizable as Vietnamese clothing to the international audiences, maybe you can choose the styles of the Nguyễn dynasty because they do stand out. There are a lot of them available on the market for purchase. So some of the styles that I think would be really good for formal events, the áo tóc, especially the ones with embroidery, or even if it's just solid color, they look really good, they look formal. They were used for formal events back in the day. Just make sure to wear pants with them. Don't sexualize it in any way, but wear appropriate accessories with them to also showcase like your style and your personality too. Be creative with that, but kind of like be aware of, you know, using accessories that are meant to be for other cultures. So if you like just take like a handful accessories or like an Indian accessory, it might be a little bit like people might not like that. But you know, you can use modern accessory, those are cool. If you like really want to stand out, like you want to look like you own the party or something, you can wear a set of Nhật Bình shirt, which earlier I mentioned that it was originally worn by the woman living in the imperial castle. It was more of like a royal attire. That's why it's like was very colorful with a lot of embroideries, and it's really stand out, especially if you wear with the headpiece. There are a lot of colors to choose from. Traditional color, red, purple, blue, green, black, but also more like pastel colors that are also very cute and very nice. And if that's your aesthetic, go with it. Traditionally, it should be worn with that big headpiece, but I understand that sometimes it's just like really hard to move in. If you need to wear like a graduation hat, I don't know what's that called, it might be tricky to, you know, always wear that headpiece. So to me personally, that headpiece, it's kind of optional. You can do like some, you know, low hair bun. I would also advise you to do some research into what you should wear like underneath that shirt. Traditionally, there are a lot of different layers underneath, and if you wear it in like a modern occasion, you can kind of like pick and choose the layer, you know, underneath. However, I still feel that it's kind of nice if you wear at least one layer of áo ngũ thân tay trắng, which is like the tight sleeve, like 5-panel shirt underneath. So like the color pick through. I think the last option, which is like the safest one to wear to any sort of like prom or event, even people in Vietnam are still doing that nowadays, is to wear outside. It's very recognizable as, you know, a Vietnamese attire. It's very easy to move around. Most of them, it's, you know, just one layer. They are tighter. There are so many styles. Some of the styles that I personally really like is like the really extra ones, like the ones that someone would wear if they go to like a Miss Universe competition,
where there are like embroidery on them, like crazy color contrast, very bright and very vibrant.
Those are usually a little bit modernized in a very artistic way. Prom is like a good occasion for that because you can be like going all out. But again, please remember to wear your pants. I am so tired of people not wearing the pants and kind of sexualize outside. So like we have like that more like extra crazy design. But I also like a very like modernized casual ones. They come in a lot of color. One thing they do have in common is that they're lighter. They use like more modern fabric. Could be like some chiffon fabric, synthetic fabric that make it look ethereal, and they are usually pretty affordable too, usually around like $10 to like $50. That is it for today's video. I hope you found this video helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you would ever consider wearing Vietnamese traditional clothing to an event, and if you're gonna do that soon. And leave any questions you have about wearing Viet Phuc down below. Also follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram. There are more Viet Phuc information up there too. See you in the next video.